Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our YouTube channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that this video is actually going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine, as you can see. Kisumu is also fantastic, and maybe you could also let me know where you are watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. And for this particular video, ladies and gentlemen, let me know the specific county you are watching us from. One of the biggest questions majority of Kenyans are asking after William Ruto's tour of Nyanza is whether William Ruto's entry into Nyanza's politics is actually a threat to Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka's bid to inherit Raila Odinga's support base in 2027 should Raila Odinga not be on the ballot. Let's face the reality. Raila Odinga is still a factor in Kenyan politics, whether he will be on the ballot or whether he will not be on the ballot. And the other fact is that both William Ruto and Kalonzo Musyoka have supported Raila Odinga at some point in their political career. William Ruto supported Raila Odinga in 2007. And that's how Raila Odinga became the Prime Minister of the Republic of Kenya. He's singing about that every day.
Mimi nauliza nyinyi, si mimi ndio nilisukuma Agwambo mpaka akakuwa Prime Minister? Nyinyi muliniona nikimfanyia campaign Agwambo 207 mpaka akakuwa Prime Minister? Si nilimsukuma mpaka akakuwa Prime Minister? Mpaka hata nikapelekwa karibu nifungwe? Ama si nilisukuma Agwambo mpaka akakuwa Prime Minister? Mimi nauliza nyinyi, tangu niwaje kusukuma Agwambo, mumeona amepata kitu kingine yoyote?
For Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, he was Raila Odinga's running mate in 2013. Again, he was Raila Odinga's running mate in 2017. And Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka also supported Raila Odinga's bid in 2022. The truth of the matter is that on those three occasions, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka delivered solid Kamba votes to Raila Odinga. But also, let's face it, if William Ruto had supported Raila Odinga in 2007, probably Raila Odinga would have been the president, and probably, you never know, maybe Ruto would not have been the president, or Ruto would be still the president of the Republic of Kenya today. But Kalonzo Musyoka is also banking on the support of Raila Odinga in 2027 because of the fact that he has actually supported Raila Odinga severally before.
That in 2027,
yes,
he'll be running against Kalonzo.
Well, what is wrong with that, Ragalo?
Luo will not give him votes. We will vote Kalonzo Musyoka. If I was given Ruto and Kalonzo,
yes,
I will vote Kalonzo. And I'm even pointing to heavens. I can never vote Ruto. Never. And that is
yes,
not because of
yes,
anger or something.
Yes.
I can never vote Ruto. Why?
Mm-hmm.
He has to go back and tell the community,
yes,
this was wrong. We did this wrong to you. You hurt us and come dangling things so that we vote you. Kalonzo has been in pain with us,
yes,
for 15 to 20 years. Kama ni kurudisha mkono ile alirudishiwa sasa na Wakikuyu,
yes,
sisi tutarudisha mkono kwa Kalonzo.
And
I'm telling you, if Raila goes to Ruto's side,
yes,
in 2027, mm-hmm, Eric will walk to Kalonzo's side.
So in this video, I want us to look at whether William Ruto's entry into Nyanza politics is a threat to Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka's bid to inherit Raila Odinga support base. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. And without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to dive in. Now, I want to ask you this question. Between Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, who has stood with Raila Odinga 3 times, and William Samoei Arap Ruto, who has the high chance of inheriting the Luo support base? I'm asking you that question. I just want to read your honest answer before I give my opinion. Please, let me know between Ruto and Kalonzo, This question is directed mostly to the Luo nation. If you are a Luo on this platform, or you are a lawyer who supported Raila, or you come from Coast, because those are the Raila Odinga traditional support base, who would you vote for as your presidential candidate in 2027 if the choice were to be Kalonzo Musyoka or William Ruto? Let me know in the comment section. But for me, I tend to think that William Ruto is now proving to be a threat to Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka's bid to inherit Raila Odinga's support base. That is the coastal region, the Luya nation, and Nyanza. I'm saying this because let us look at the first thing, number one. For me, William Ruto messaging is dangerous. And that's why Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, for him to really deal with Ruto, he must be very strategic in his messaging and his approach. I want to play for you guys this particular clip of William Ruto's speech in Homa Bay, and tell me if that speech is not dangerous for Kalonzo Musyoka. And therefore, Kalonzo must also figure out how he can come to Luo Nation and issue such kind of a statement. Listening to William Ruto.
Huyu Wanga anazinda akiniambia ati sisi ni watu ya baba. Sio ni sawa? Si hata mimi nilikuwa mtu ya baba? Ama? Kwani mtu ya baba ya saa hii na mtu ya baba ya zamani si the same? Ama namna gani? Na mimi nauliza nyinyi. Ndio Raila aitwe Prime Minister leo. Nani alichangia hiyo kazi? Si ni mimi? Mimi niwaulize tena. Siku ile sisi wote tulikuwa tunasaidia Kwambo. Si tulikuwa tunatafuta kiti ya rais? Sisi wote. Sasa mimi nauliza nyinyi, kwa hii uchaguzi ilikuwa imepita, watu wa kushindana kwa hiyo kiti walikuwa wangapi? Si ni mimi na Kwambo. Tulipata hatukupata? Sasa shida iko wapi? Si tulikuwa tunatafuta kiti ya rais na tumepata. Sasa tuungane tupeleke Kenya yetu mbele. Si ndio? Ile tu deni bado mimi niko naye na nitauliza Agwambo. Unajua mimi nimepigia kura Agwambo. Na Agwambo hajawahi kunipigia kura. Sasa namngojea 2027. Kwa sababu sasa kama yeye is not running, si mimi nitashindana na Kalonzo. Huyu Kalonzo kweli mkiona na
President William Samoei Ruto, kazi ya rais moja ni kuunganisha Wakenya wote tuongee kwa sauti moja. Na ni aibu sana ukisimama mbele ya watu Nyanza alafu unaanza kutamuka maneno ya Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Kalonzo ni baba yetu, ni kiongozi wetu na tunamheshimu. Na pia ni mtoto wetu. Ni kweli ama si kweli? Na Kalonzo pia ni Mkenya. Na hakuna haja rais kudharau Mkenya yeyote. Lakini unajua alisema ati nitamenyana na Kalonzo, ati Kalonzo ananiweza. Unadharau Kalonzo. Wacha tukuambie, kutoka maombi tumefanya huko Malili, tumebadilisha jina ya Kalonzo, tumesema tutakuwa tunaita yeye David. Na ujue David aligonga Goliath, alikuwa na nguvu mingi, mawe moja na Goliath akaenda 2027. David Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka atatupa mawe gani? Na Goliath atafanya nini? Hata kama
we all know that William Ruto is an orator. He's lethal on the mic. So for Kalonzo Musyoka to survive, he must figure out how is he going to deal with William Ruto's messaging, especially those targeting the Luos and the traditional Raila Odinga support base. If Kalonzo Musyoka can come with such kind of a strategy, then he should be able to inherit Raila Odinga's support base. If he won't, then William Ruto is going to deal with him. Because what I'm observing currently is that the contest for 2027 is actually going to be decided in Raila Odinga's support basis. It will depend with the number of people William Ruto will convince to his side I'm assuming Raila Odinga will not be on the ballot for that matter. In case Raila Odinga will be on the ballot, then a lot of the equations will change. Number two is William Ruto's brand of politics. You know, to Luos, they've been in opposition for a long time. And therefore, they normally love politicians who are firebrand. And that's why someone like Babu Owino can easily inherit Raila Odinga's support base compared to someone like Evans Kidero. You know, the Luos view Evans Kidero, or let's say Tom Ojianda, who had the potential, they are being viewed as people who are not strong enough, who are not firebrand. You know, you can't convince Luos to go to Ruto by appearing to Nange, you know, to appearing to bow before him. The way Kidero is appearing, the way Ojianda is appearing. So Ruto, to the Luos, based on the past, in the past election, which was 2007, Luos view him as someone who is a warrior. Musalia Mudavadi, I don't think Musalia Mudavadi, for that matter, can inherit the Luos. But Kalonzo Musyoka, for him to succeed, he must be a firebrand politician. So I don't know how his team will be able to brand him as a firebrand politician. He had that opportunity during the during the Azimio demonstrations. Of course, we saw Kambas in Mali and the rest. So those kind of firebrand politics resonate so well with the Luos. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, like the other day, he made a mistake when he was like, you know, Ruto fired Alfred Mutua. And his team were actually roasting Alfred Mutua. Then Kalonzo comes and tries to side or to console with Alfred Mutua. You know, that's a weak person. So if he will allow Ruto to continue branding himself as firebrand, then he will lose the Luo nation. Because what I know for sure, currently, if you were to give any Luo a ticket between Ruto and Kalonzo, then they will definitely vote for Kalonzo, majority of them. But William Ruto will get substantial percentage. And therefore, Kalonzo must work extra hard. Number three, in my view, is going to be the Kikuyu equation. If Raila will not be on the ballot, William Ruto will be on the ballot, deputized by Rigathi Gachagua or someone else from the mountain. The Luos will vote with Kalonzo Musyoka. Because there's a strong feeling that the mountain, as much as they voted for Raila Odinga, they failed Uhuru Kenyatta. There's that strong feeling, especially amongst Raila Odinga supporters, that the mountain really, as much as 1.4 million voted for Raila, but majority of them betrayed Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru is their own son. And the person who made them reject Uhuru is none other than Ruto. So that's still there. But if Ruto will kick out Rigathi Gachagua and decides to appoint someone else, let's say Kalonzo, let's say Musalia Mudavadi, then I'm sure the Kikuyus will side with Kalonzo, and that equation is going to change. Because for the Luos, they'll view Ruto as someone who is out to destroy the Kikuyu dominance. Something which Uhuru Kenyatta tried to do, but they rejected. And then by that, they'll also be sure that Ruto will definitely not support a Kikuyu in 2032. So those are some of the dynamics. And number four is the Western Alliance. If you look at the 2007 presidential election, there was a Western Alliance. Raila Odinga had Kalonzo Musyoka as his vice president. Majority of Kenyans argued that because Kalonzo was coming from the Luhya nation, there was no way Raila Odinga was going to get votes. But still, he got the Western Alliance. But if that Western Alliance will not side with Ruto, then Kalonzo Musyoka should be ready. So Kalonzo Musyoka, as much as he has upper hand in inheriting Raila Odinga's support base, he must actually work very hard. And that's why I always tell him and his team they should reach out to me. I can give them a very good strategy, because Ruto is already plotting. If you listen to William Ruto's strategy in Homa Bay, he's already plotting for 2027 without Raila Odinga in the equation. He believes that Raila Odinga is going to support Kalonzo. So the Western Alliance, if it were to happen that Ruto is now a presidential candidate with Musalia Mudavadi, then that Western Alliance can work. Otherwise, still it's going to be a tall order. Lastly, William Ruto enjoys what is called the power of incumbency. He's the president of the Republic of Kenya. As usual, power attracts. So there are people who are attracted to Ruto today because he is in power. In 2027, William Ruto will go into that election as the president of the Republic of Kenya. If Raila Odinga will not be on the ballot, then there are certain Lugos who will be persuaded to support Ruto because Ruto is already the president. And looking at the history where it's difficult to remove a sitting president, a sitting governor, they'll say, okay, let us cast our votes with the winning candidate. Which means for Kalonzo Musyoka to win the support base of the Luos, the Luyas, and the coastal region, he must come up with a strategy and a euphoria. A euphoria which will assure the voters that William Ruto is not going to be the president. And let me give you just a bonus. The 2032 political equation. You know, there are people who will argue that Ruto is serving his second term. If Raila Odinga support base were to support Kalonzo, then Kalonzo would serve until when? So if Ruto can utilize that, then he will have an advantage. But of course, Kalonzo Musyoka, in my view, if anyone is a supporter of Azimio, should support Kalonzo Musyoka in case Raila Odinga will not be on the ballot. If Raila Odinga will be on the ballot, then a lot of things will change. I don't know what you think. That's my take. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.